Yo, yo, yo. What's the deal? Oh my God. What do you got going on here? Mm, Hope everything going good with everybody. Mm, what up, Select? What's going on? All right. What you like, man? What you like? I don't want to stream this one up too long. I got a few games I still need to go over. Uh, let's see. Some interesting, with some weird stuff going on today. Uh, Weather didn't look bad, so that's another thing there. Uh, but hmm, let's see. One time here. Okay, so yeah, I seen the John, right? Uh, Definitely. Hmm. Those double headers is they kind of weird, especially when they have to bring out another lineup and stuff like that. Cleveland, they rolling out Sandlin, and then they coming back with who was it? I looked at some of those guys. I looked at the pitch mix for I looked at the pitch mix for Cantillo there. So he'll be coming in with the bulk. This kid here, he'll be pitching one or whatever the case may be, probably one inning or whatever. But for the people who probably didn't look at, what's his name, Cantillo, I'll start there first. Okay, so get a quick refresher on that. Hmm, Cantillo, KC, right? And I'll get Cantillo up there, what he's throwing, whatever the case may be with that. Cantillo, right there. Uh, hmm, Joey Cantillo. Why is it acting crazy? Um, you know what though? I'll just unclick him. I'll do it another way. I'll pull up another. I'll pull up another. I'll pull up another and look at the Cantillo this way. What's that? Cleveland. Joey. I'm looking for something else. Let me see. It's Joey. There he is. Um, we'll go versus righties. So Joey, he'll be throwing that four seamer changeup and curve. um, so it's righties there. He'll be throwing that four seamer changeup and curve. And Cantillo is uh, he's a righty. No, he's a lefty. Okay, Cantillo is a lefty. So um, and that's what I have written down. Uh, Cantillo, he usually pitches around 4 or 5, right? So let's see. Cantillo. Mm. The Guardians recalled Cantillo from AAA. Right, so they called him up, whatever the case may be with that. Look at this game log here. 4 innings, 5, 3, you know. So he'll be in there for a little stint, okay? He'll be in there. Um, 3 of his last 4 games, he's given up 2 bombs. Um, yeah, right. I like the righties though. As you can see, nobody's really striking out. You got Hunter Renfro, 21%. That's great for him. Uh, right here, during just for the other pitcher. I mean, of course, you can look at DeJong, but right here, I'll be looking at these guys. You know, Blanco. Uh, see who's in the lineup here. Let's see. So Blanco's not in the lineup. DeJong's not in the lineup. Massey. Okay. One, two, three, 4 lefties. One, two, three, four, 5 righties. Mm. Why wouldn't they have Blanco in there? So the usual suspects at the end of the day, I know I'll be looking at them. I wish Blanco was in there. He's not. Uh, Throwbacks, what's up, throwbacks? Blanco's not in there. Salvi, Hunter, you know, it's basically usual. What total we got here? 8.5. Okay. So that's how I mean that's how I'm looking at it. I ain't really too much really. I mean, the first go round with Sandlin, he's probably gonna go in there and pitch one. You know what I'm saying? And probably pretty much get out of there. Sandlin, let's see, he's just gonna be an opener, right? So yeah, looking at his game log, like uh, he only goes like 1 inning, man. So if that, and you just got to catch him, right? So the first go round, if they can catch him, whatever the case may be, he's only going to pitch like 1 inning, man. So for the people who don't know, or whatever the case may be, that's how it's going to go, right? And then you're gonna get Cantillo. Cantillo's gonna come in and he's gonna pitch whatever he can pitch. For the most part, Cantillo's been going like 4 or 5 innings. Uh, and we'll see how long he lasts. That's just how that's gonna work, right? As you can see, Cantillo right here, uh, 4 innings, 5 innings, 4 innings, 3. So we'll see how long he's gonna last, right? But and then looking at the lefties for Castillo, I didn't too much like the lefties, right? Um, he has 5 extra base hits and 3 home runs versus lefties. What's up? What's the word, my boy? The fastball he's throwing 50% of the time, the changeup, curve, and slider. Um, Fastball, changeup, curve, slider. So Michael Massey, and then I could filter this out, bigger sample size. A lot of these guys don't look the sexiest, but he's not a great pitcher at the end of the day either, right? So at the end of the day, I mean, even though these averages are down, it doesn't mean like Pasquantino can't hit. He's just don't have the best, averages versus this pitch mix. Um, he does have a bomb versus it, but hey, they still MLB, professional MLB players, right? I could leave it on line not 9 and go back to the righties and let me see. I could go back to the righties one more time and leave it on 2 months. And what was he throwing? Uh, Take the slider out and last 2 months, do get a chance to see that. Nobody has more than one bomb versus this pitch mix, but Blanco. The rest of these guys, small ball hits, whatever you want to, however you want to look at it. So that's the thing right there, right? That's how we're looking at it. So I can talk about hits and runs and RBIs and shit like that. I do expect traffic to be on the basis for the or at least the righties, to at least start hitting the ball, whatever the case may be. What did I write down here on the? I know I wrote down J Ram, right? Uh, I wrote down J Ram because Reagan's right. So here's about Reagan. So Reagan's, when you look at his splits and stuff like that, uh, when you look at Reagan's Reagan splits, you're gonna see he has 14 bombs. He is a lefty, and 13 of his bombs come to right hand pitching. Right. Uh, at home, he's got 7 bombs to righties. On the road, he's got um, 6 bombs to righties. Well, I know that sounds that. That's my job email, man. So I don't know why the job emailing me like this. Is leave me alone. I'll be there in 2 hours. Why are y'all emailing me? Right? Either way it go. Long story. I mean, he's pitching his best on the road. A 2.7 ERA, so we do got that. It's got some weird-ish splits though. To lefties, he's giving up a 294 batting average. On the road versus lefties, he's pitching better though. You know what I'm saying? Home runs are down, whatever the case may be, but it is what it is. Versus the pitch mix, don't have to bet on any of these batters, truthfully. But versus this pitch mix here, I wrote his name down. We're gonna see why I wrote his name down, and I'm a slide right. Try to you know make up for some time here. Cole Reagan's. Um, as you can see over the course of the last 2 months, Cole Reagan's has 17 extra base hits and 8 home runs versus right-hand batters. That's interesting, right? Um, Fastball, changeup, cutter, and knuckle curve, right? Changeup, cutter, knuckle curve, right? Um, Jose Ramirez versus this pitch mix, 11% K rate, 94 isolated power. I mean, exit velo. Barrel rate is up. Hard hit is up. Fly ball is pretty cool. 10 extra base hits, 6 home runs. Uh, so there you have that. Josie Noel, his barrel rate is up. K percent is pretty down, and then he's got a few bombs versus this pitch mix. But if I'm looking at somebody, it would be Jose Ramirez. I know a lot of people like to use the day and night filter. I don't. I could filter it to the day right now, and if I filter it to the day, Johnski Noel is looking pretty good there, right? He's looking really really good. He's green. I'll just put it at that. But I try not to get into too much of the day and night filter. So it is what it is, right? But when in all be all, Jose Ramirez, I'm definitely looking at him. And I couldn't talk you up Johnski Noel because even in the last week he does have a bomb versus this pitch mix. So I do have what I had written down was the right hand batters and J Ram. But looking at seeing who they got out here, um, I mean J Ram, uh, Salvi. You could look at Salvi for RBI. He's in that cleanup spot. Um, yeah, it's hard for me to figure out. I do get the pitching lead towards Kansas City, so it's hard for me to figure out, how I want to, uh, do this here. They said I played Bregman and Diaz home runs yesterday. I hit a round robin. I took, I took Profar at a plus 800. I took Profar at plus 800. I did a 3 leg round robin. I can tell you what it was right now. I did a 4 leg, and one of the legs got void. That was because I was tired. I didn't even record yesterday. But yeah, one of them was a 4 leg. I mean, it was a 4 leg, and I know I took the plus 800. I'm salty because I didn't bet him straight, and I'm the main motherfucker who always talking about betting shit straight. I didn't bet profile home run straight, right? So I took Mountcastle for a home run. He had 4 home runs versus that pitcher. I think maybe five. I think it was Kikuchi. I took Teoscar because he was looked good. Profar, his home run was plus 800, and Willie Adames, he came through for me, right? So it was a 3 leg round robin, right? So wish I could have hit the whole thing though. I round robin it and played it, parlayed them. And that plus 800, I know better. I should at least put a few dollars on that shit. I don't know what I was thinking about, but I wish I would have recorded because I would have gave those, I would have gave y'all, I would have gave y'all those 2 home runs. I would have gave y'all that, but I was tired, bro. I was tired, man. So long story. I mean, right back. So let's get right back to where we were. Um, so like I said, I like the right hand batters, the usual suspects here, and I do like um, um, damn J Ram here, man, straight up. Moving on here to the next game here, we would be covering the. Oh yeah, that's right. This is a doubleheader. So I didn't even look at this game, man. I ain't look at this game. Fuck, let's do a quick drive by. Logan Allen just coming back, man. So I don't know how long Logan Allen is going to be out there. He's been gone for about 2 or 3 weeks, I want to say. I don't even know how long Logan Allen's going to be out there, man. Goodness gracious. Let's just take a look here. Let's see. Marsh. So Marsh, both of these motherfuckers just came back, man. I'm gonna expect runs to be put up here. Um, do we got Marsh in the player pool down here? Nice, good stuff, man. Uh, fastball, slider, sinker. If he's in the lineup and shit like that, we can look at Joski Noel. We can look at Joski Noel for both games. This is over the course of 2 months, though. Let me get it back to five up to 1 month. Well, Noel's got 3 bombs versus this pitch mix. David Fry got one in the last week, along with Noel's got one in the last week. His last 2 months, he's got 3 home runs to lefties there. Let's go back to lefties here. And then we're dealing with fastball, curveball, changeup, slider. And Jose Ramirez, of course, if he's in the lineup, the lefties are the ones that are not striking out. Um, Bo Naylor, um, Josh Naylor, Jose Ramirez. Jose got 5 bombs. Naylor's got 4. Bo's got 3. Right? Bo will strike out. The rest of the usual suspects are not. Um, So if depending on who's in the lineup for the second game, always got to see who's going to be in the lineup for the second game. Take a look at these guys here, and then figure the shit out. At the end of the day, none of these guys' barrels are up. All their exit velos are down. Versus right-hand pitching, they haven't been all that. Remember that they haven't been all that. Both of these pitchers are just coming back from off the injury. Both of these pitchers' first game back, so don't know how long both of these pitchers are going to pitch. So that's one thing there. Um, hmm, interesting. Uh, look at KC real fast, and then we'll move around. Um, KC. Um, so Marsh. Let me give y'all some splits here. Marsh is um 234 batting average. 265 to righties, 234 to lefties. Um, it will be where on the road. So he was giving up power on the road. He was giving up bombs on the road um, to righties. He was giving up bombs to righties in general. 9 of them. Get up a little power to righties. I mean, K rates for him 2024. Um, like I say, he's just coming back from injury as well. Pitching his worst to righties on the road, 289 batting average to right-hand batters with a 2.61. Uh, uh, um, uh, you know, uh, home run per 9. And then we got Logan Allen on the mound as well, who's coming back from injury, and he was giving up bombs, right? He's got 20 bombs, 6 of them to righties, um, 8 at home to righties, and 8 on the road to righties, right? So uh, I know his batting average is probably high, yeah. Versus righties in general, 297, 250 to lefties there. Would be at home, I believe, right? 285, 386. Righties is the ones where he's pitching, worse at. Last time he pitched was on the 5th of this month. Prior to that, last time he had pitched was on the 6th of July. So pretty big gap there. Um, home runs, he was given, 2 home runs his last game on the 5th, 0, 0, 3, 1, 0, 2, 1, 2. As you can see, he's got 8 home runs on the road and at home to righties. So, uh, you know, I will take a look at. I'll take a look at him. What the fuck was his name again? Oh, Logan Allen. So, uh, four seamer changeup and sweeper. Good afternoon, my guy. To right, four seamer changeup and sweeper. Changeup and sweeper. So, um, wow, right? Man, DeJong, Freddie Furman, Salvi got a couple bombs. DeJong's got four. Bobby Witt just, man. So that game two, Barry percentage not in the Cleveland in both games. Yeah, yeah, and that just goes to the exit velocity is down, barrel is down. I mean, it's some in that in this second game, it's some guys that's got it's multiple guys that's got some bombs, and that versus that pitch mix. Um, I think I think Naylor's got four. Jay Rams got five, and Joneski's probably got like three, but you know, they barrel raise, exit veto, all that shit is still down, right? Meanwhile, in this game here versus don't know how the second game, don't know how long those other pitches are gonna go, but you can see right. Salvi, his strikeouts are up, but at the end of the day, the usual suspects like Hunter Renfro, he. This is just what First game favors him a little bit more, but I mean, you got Freddie Furman that is just haven't struck out versus this shit he's throwing, and Bobby Witt batting 400 versus this shit with four bombs, 11 extra base hits, and Paul DeJong just looks good. Barrel rate is up, so 50 fly ball. He probably gonna take his ass deep. You never know, but it didn't picture. He's got 8 home runs versus lefties. I mean, 8 home runs at home versus. He got 16 home runs versus righties. So when the lineup comes, because this is going to be a doubleheader. So when the lineup comes out, you can see who's in the lineup, and then you can work with it from there. Looking at the lefties here, um, Logan Allen, that four seam changeup, cutter, sweeper, four seam changeup, cutter, sweeper, four seam changeup, cutter, sweeper. Um, right. So I mean, look at that. Nobody's even striking out. Look at all that green right there. So yeah, man, MJ got four bombs versus that pitch mix. Vinny looks good. The barrel is down for these guys, but whatever, right? Small ball, it could be small ball, whatever the case may be. So let me see here. Um, 8.5 in this game too, huh? If I'm not mistaken, Cleveland's bullpen is pretty good though. 4.5 or plus money. Interesting. Might alter it down or something. I might and get a 3.5 and play and for parlays, something like that. Who knows, right? I lean towards the over team total for Kansas City in that one. Okay, I lean both of these pitchers. I want to say they're just getting back, right? So it is what it is, right? So the next game here, um, this is another doubleheader, right? So let me see how they're gonna play this shit here. Let me see something. I think this game starts off with the don't know how they're gonna do this one. This is gonna start off at the second inning. Some shit. This game was suspended. So what the hell, right? I'm a pass right now on that one. So uh, this Cubs game, um, I have written down Grandal, Cruz. I mean, you can look at Reynolds. I mean, we know what Reynolds is, who he is, what he does. He can get hits, whatever the case may be. Italian, right? I call him Italian beef. Italian, uh, he's pushing his worst to lefties here. He's always, it's always been like that. Every once in a while, he goes out there and pitches a gem. Uh, you know, but looking at his splits here, um, he's got 19 home runs, 11 versus lefties, 8 versus righties. Uh, batting average 270 versus lefties, 241 versus righties. They will be on the road, so on the road versus lefties, he's got a 300 batting average with a 208 home runs, two home runs per nine, right? K percentage is not the highest, whatever the case may be. As far as bombs wise, he does have 11 home runs versus lefties, and on the road versus lefties, he got 7 home runs versus lefties. So somebody like Cruz, Grandal looked good, and then Reynolds, whatever, right? The lefties, right? Lefties get a chintzy wincy bit of boost there. I still don't like them. Now, I don't never give out Cubs bets or anything like that, but just taking a look here, I just, hey, Cubs team total is in play here, right? Just, if the Cubs got a decent amount of history versus this kid, uh, the Cubs, numbers wise, the Cubs supposed to tear his ass up. I'm gonna tell you this shit right now. All right. So just pick your poison. I could look at you could look at the history of what's going on or what's been going on versus with this situation here. But I'll give you guys the pitch mix here, and then we can take a look at it there. Uh, let's see, Mitch Keller versus righties. Last 2 months, 3 extra base hits, no home runs. Right. Last 2 months, sinker, fastball, sweeper, slider. So Amaya, I like Amaya here. Um, Suzuki, he's been on one. Suzuki and Amaya have been on fire. So I like both of those guys, right? Um, Amaya been hitting bombs at plus 1,000. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't no sneaky look right now. He don't strike out. Surprisingly, he's striking out versus this pitch mix a little bit more than expected. Suzuki can take you bomb at any given time, right? So I really like those two. And then when you filter it over to the lefties here, uh, looking at over the course of the last 2 months, 15 extra base hits, 9 home runs to lefties there. Then you got the fastball, curveball, sinker, cutter, and the sweeper there. Fastball, curveball, sinker, cutter, and the sweeper. I could have threw all that shit up there, but long story short, Cody Bellinger versus this pitch mix last month. Uh, he's got 3 bombs, 5 extra base hits, 7% K rate. I like that. That's what I like. Um, Pete Crow Armstrong's got 3 bombs. 2 of those bombs came within the last week. Um, Fly ball rate, whatever. But the K percentage, I like that. Ian Happ, 4 bombs. Michael Bush, 3 bombs. Uh, they averages are kind of down, but who cares, right? Um, yeah, Pete Crow Armstrong for sure been on fire. Exit velos look pretty good in certain spots there. it is what it is, right? If you want to look at some of the history here, um, uh, we can look at ESPN real fast. Um, let's see, who the fuck was that? Keller, right? And the Cubs got his history versus this kid here. Um, so you got Ian Happ with 3 home runs. Ian Happ. Um, I have to go back a little bit. Let me see. He got 5 walks too, 7 RBIs, 2 doubles. Man, 9 hits. Hap looks like he be wanting to beat up on this guy. 6 Ks too. Swanson's got 3 doubles. Hmm. I wonder how far this goes back. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, right? Cody Bellinger's got 3 doubles. He's batting 364. Hap 360. Suzuki, yeah. These guys like to hit him. You know, can they do it today? Hope so. Because what I'm considering is, uh, I'm considering taking this team total for the Cubs over 4.5. If I do, I will not sprinkle that much on it. You know, I'm not. I don't bet on the Cubs a lot. I don't. Shit like that, they green as fuck like that, and still can go out there and sell, right? So, it is what it is. Um. Moving along here. Uh, fuck. Okay. Now the Houston Astros and Philly game, like, right, like whatever, right? I looked at the Philly side here. If I'm looking at a lefty, I'll probably be looking at Schwarber for power. His average is down versus Ronald Blanco's pitch mix, but his power numbers are up. He got like 5 home runs versus that pitch mix, but his average is in the 100s. Go figure, right? Still in a, still MLB, professional baseball players. Anything can happen. I looked at the righties. I looked at Castillo. He looked good. Zach Wheeler, he's pitching his worst towards lefties on the road, and probably left what's left of what his bad pitching. You know what I'm saying? This is a great pitcher. Um, to lefties. So you could look at some of those lefties that's in the lineup. Most of them look green versus pitch mix. Will I get to them? Who knows, right? I don't know. I did write down. I did write down Yainer Diaz though, right? I did write him down. So not a game that's not one of my favorite games. That's just all to it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we could take a look at Zach Willis pitching outs for a parlay piece there. It didn't really recollect to me, but let's see where is that. It's at 18 and a half, and I don't want to put no parts of that. Even though he's probably going to hit it, I'm just going to fall back, right? So, moving along to this New York Yankees game here. Um, Nestor Cortez. Here's a guy, Nestor Cortez. On the road, he's just been, I think his last few games was kind of okay, but you gotta just look and see who he, uh, historically he's been bad on the road. Let me just get that shit out, right? Historically, he's been bad on the road versus righty. So he's got a 5.5 ERA on the road, 21 home runs, 2 to lefties, 19 to righties. Um, 19 home runs to righties, 11 on the road, 11, and those 11 were versus right-hand batters, right? So he's got 11 home runs to righties on the road, 8 at home. Okay. In general, 260 batting average to righties. Away, 299 batting average to righties, 1.87 home runs per 9. Okay. So take a look at this game log. Lately on the road, see how he's been. Um, at Chicago White Sox, he did good. He better had versus Philly. Mm, quality start. He had a quality start there. Uh, at Boston, of course, Boston is Boston. They put up runs for the most part. At Tampa Bay, should have did better than that. He is a lefty. Tampa Bay do hit lefties better. Uh, 5 earned runs there. So you know, it is what it is. Where he struggles at with that fastball, I already know this. Um, damn, who they playing against? Okay, so none of those guys look kind of that sexy to me. Let's just keep it funky. But I'm telling you right now, if the righties, if you think they can, uh, boost it, then they get a bump. So I wrote down Calvin Ruiz and Garcia Jr., right? That's what I wrote down. Now, Mitchell Parker, right? And I don't know if I'm even get to those guys. I'm not. I'm telling you that. I'm not even betting on those guys. That's who I written down. A lot of motherfuckers I write down, I still don't bet on them. A lot of them, right? So Mitchell Parker, right? Here's a guy who's giving up bombs to righties. He's giving up power to righties, and uh, and he's getting hit by lefties. So it's weird. He will be at home where he's pitching better. Got 2.82 ERA at home, 16 home runs, 15 of them to righties. So, you know, he got weird splits. Right? He's giving up power to righties and a lot of knick-knack hits to lefties. At home versus righties, 9 home runs on the road, 6. Um, Only 1 home run to lefty. Now, uh, like I said, he's giving up the power to righties and this little small ball hits to lefties. He's got 289 batting average to lefties and a 239 batting average to righties. Um, at home, just a righties is giving up power at the end of the day. Cape Simmons is not as that sexy. Uh, at home versus lefties, 261. At home versus righties, 216. He is a lefty, right? Sometimes well, the Yankees struggle with lefties more than they do righties. Pitching is more than the average person would think. You know what I'm saying? Is more viable than what a lot of people would think. Which I don't know how you don't understand that when the pitcher's just standing up there throwing the fucking ball the whole time. But at the end of the day, pitching means something, and so it's with this looking at the splits, it's just self-explanatory. When I looked at the pitch mix, the lefties look great. Now, I went to Jazz yesterday and he sold. I'm gonna end up going right back to the well on Jazz, at least for something. I don't care if it's a hit or something. Maybe an RBI. I can see what the lineup's gonna look like. Then you got he was batting in that fifth slot. Then you got Stanton, right? Yesterday they went back to back to back. It's gonna be hard not to pitch to these motherfuckers. And keep in mind, Parker is giving up bombs to righties. So you got Judge and you'll have Judge and Stanton back to back. If the lineup was like yesterday, you'll have Judge and Stanton back to back. Then you'll have Soto. The lefties were green as hell. So there's a lot of ways that you can figure this shit out, that you can try to figure it out, whatever the case may be. I know Judge home runs is probably like in the hundreds. That's the odds, like, man. Plus 162, Stanton is plus 200, and then Soto is plus 300. I did take a stab at Jazz yesterday. I'm so tempted to take a just stab at that plus 700 today. It's not even funny, right? So he might be a day later. I might go in. I don't know. I might go in. I might. He's gonna get pitched to. Stanton's probably gonna get pitched to. Judge and Soto, I don't know what they're gonna do with them. I don't know. So that's the Yankees. We already know who they are and what they do. Okay. Next game here we're gonna look at is So Toronto Blue Jays and Boston Red Sox. Both of these guys will give up a bomb. All right, so let's fuck it. Let's just get that shit out the way. Um, so Pavetta here, he's given up, I think, two bombs in like three straight games, right? That's interesting. He's got 23 home runs. Um, Now he's giving up more home runs on the road. He's got 17 home runs on the road. He's got three home runs to lefties and three home runs to righties at home. So if that means anything to you. Um, one, two, three, four, five straight games where he's giving up two home runs apiece, man. In five straight. Okay? Going up against so going up against Toronto, right? So looking at the pitch mix here, I like Kirk and Vladdy for sure. Both of those guys, you can look at both of those guys for whatever you want to look at it for. I think Vladdy has like only one home run versus that pitch mix. So do as you will with that. I think Kirk has multiple home runs versus that pitch mix, right? But um, looking at the batter versus pitcher here, um, Vlad's got three home runs versus him. Um, Kirk is 4 for 12, batting 333. Schneider's got a bomb. Springer's got a bomb. Varsho has two. All these guys got good batting average versus him, but a couple of these guys got a small sample size. Ernie Clement's got a small sample size. He's 2 for 3. Probably was one game. So you know, then looking at looking at interesting. I think the lefties, right? I think the lefties. Let me. So Barrios, right? So Barrios, he's giving up bombs as well. Um, he's giving up 27 home runs. Okay. Uh, on the road, uh, he's giving up 19. He's got 19 of his home runs come on the road. He's spreading the love out equally, like, not equally, but it's probably time for him to give up one to a righty to even the score right here. But 10 home runs to lefties, 9 home runs to righties, right? On the road, um, 16 home runs to lefties in general. So, um, you know, I mean, what? Shit. Lefties, you know where the lefties at. Let me see. Mm, um, who the fuck? Barrios. So, looking at the history for versus these guys here. Um, Devers got two bombs. Duran's got two bombs. Um, that's it for the sniff. Oh, Masaka Yoshida, who's been playing some good ball. He's got a bomb versus him as well, right? So, sliding over here, we'll look at the lefties here because I forgot to look at the lefties, right? I looked at everything, splits and everything except for looking at the lefties, right? So let's just take a quick look at the lefties real fast here. And we're looking at it's got a big time walk rate versus lefties at 10%. Um, Five home runs to lefties, five home to righties in the last 2 months. The sinker, fastball changeup slurve. So, Cass has only been back. He's been on fire since he's been back. All these guys will walk. He's got a 10% walk rate to righty. So, I expect traffic to be on the bases in this game. Let me see something here. 4.5 favorite to the over for Toronto. 4.5. I mean to the under for Toronto. 4.5 favorite to the over for these guys, Boston. So I'm gonna put it over there as a lean right now. I need to go see something though. 4.91. Game load. Um. Hmm. 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 So he's got a long leash. That's one thing we already know. He's been 7 innings or better in 4 of his last 5 games. Uh, Surprisingly, well, I don't say surprised, but he hasn't seen Boston, right? He has not. So he's got a leash. A guy that you can look at for hits as hit prop, because with a leash like that, you can take a team total. You can take the over hits on him. I don't know what the prop gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, right? His hits probably gonna be like 5.5, maybe. Let's see. Pitcher props. Hits allowed. 5.5 juiced to the over. So that's one thing. Mm, oh, looking at the last 30 days versus right hand pitching, um, Boston, ninth in striking out with 127 WRC plus. That's strong as hell, right? Last 14 days, Boston, ninth, eighth in striking out, 127 WRC plus to continue to look strong. So you get the drift, right? We already know this anyway. They good versus righties. You got guys like Cassis. So this game here, I'm gonna have to individually. Look at some of these guys. Look at this shit versus pitch mix. Devers, 333, 4 bombs. William Abreu, eight extra base hits, 4 bombs. Devers and Abreu's barrel is up. Cass's barrel is OTW on the way. Masaka has been looking good, looking good. All these walk rates are high there. Looking at the righties here, no, I'm gonna like the lefties. The righties are gonna determine on if I'm really like this team total over. So the sinker, slurve, fastball, changeup. Sinker, slurve, fastball, change. Oh, same shit. Whoever Romy Gonzalez is, whatever, right? Ref Snyder, I guess. Hmm. Go back to the lefties one more time. Where is? Oh, there's Duran right there. Okay, so you got Duran, Rafaela. All right, so let me see something here. Oh, what's the total to this game? Over on the 9 here. That's interesting. I don't know. That's interesting. Jose Barrios. 300 batting average on the road to righties. 211 batting average to lefties, but he's giving up the bombs on the road. So I'm gonna see who's gonna be in this lineup. Mm. Let me see what some of these home run numbers look like here. Um, this kid is he's quietly heating up. What's the boy name? Devers. So you'll get Duran at a plus 700. He got two bombs off of him. Abreu plus 560. Cassis plus 450. 350 for Vlad. 370 for Devers. 360 for where's Kurt? They don't have Kurt uh, listed. Varsho has a bomb off him. It's gonna be interesting. I want to see who's gonna be in the lineup. I'm gonna have to wait for that. Um, Maybe I might bet three people for a home run, and hopefully one of them get it. You know, or two would be great. If I can go 2 for 3, even 2 for 5, 2 for 5. Even if I bought bet 5 of them, I go 2 for 5. Or catch, or if I or one of those fives was a plus 500, then I could at least break even or something like that. But who knows? All right. Like those lefties though, I like them. Hits, runs, and RBIs. This is a lot. Hit parlays. I just those I like them. Next game here we're gonna look at is going to be the Atlanta Braves and the Minnesota Twins, right? So I do have I don't really want too much to do with Max Fried right now. I'm not a fan of Max Fried, and I'm not a fan of Charlie Morton. I'm gonna tell you that shit right now. What I do have on there, I do have Bailey Ober's pitching outs up here as a parlay piece if you just want one. He's hit this not about 9 straight games, right? So you can look at that. Bailey Ober, speaking of him, he can give up a bomb. And there's a lot of guys on this team that can hit bombs. So, those guys are in play. If I had to take one guy, it would be Azuna. In the last month, he's got 9 extra base hits, 7 home runs, and 1 home run within the last week versus this pitch mix. So Azuna, but we do know these Braves will strike the fuck out. So at the end of the day, if you wanted to go to his strikeouts, you could, but I was looking at the numbers. Uh, they strikeouts versus right hand pitching been down a little bit, but their WRC plus been around 80ish. So the outs, I can look at the outs or whatever, right? So he does have 11 home runs versus righties. Um, 4 home runs to lefties on the road, 6 home runs to righties on the road. Uh, it's at home. I'm sorry. So reiterate that. And 8 home, no, 4, he's spreading it out a little bit. He's spreading it out a little bit. But the main thing here is 11 home runs to righties and 8 home runs to lefties. If I had to take 2 guys for a home run, it would be Ozuna. If you're looking for a righty, for a lefty, it would be Osa. It just is what it is. If Archer's in the lineup, he don't strike out versus pitch mix. And Harris looked okay, but he's been striking out as well. Now, on the flip side here, I told you, I like Ober's for a pitch for a parlay piece. For a parlay piece, his pitching outs had a hard time trying to figure out what bat I would think about going with on Minnesota side. There's a few bats on the Minnesota side, but I can't figure out the one that I really want. So I can't just bring you a bat. We know guys like Warner is a ticking time bomb. He will take you deep. Royce Lewis will take you deep. Larnick will take you deep. You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't just single out a bat. Now, if you're just looking for a little booster or something like that, that's to where what's this kid? Max on the Max side, he's pitching his worst towards lefties, right? I can help you halfway. You know what I'm saying? But I can't help you no more. I couldn't nail down a back. You know what I'm saying? From the and I haven't nailed down a Atlanta bat either because those are guys that are in good spots, but that don't mean I'm gonna bet on them. So uh, as I can see here, he's got 10 home runs on the year, 4 to lefties, 6 to righties. His averages 347 batting average to lefties, and at home versus lefties 350, on the road versus lefties 344. Right on the road versus lefties 344 with a 2.51 ERA. Right, I mean home run per nine. So he's given up a few bombs to lefties on the road. What team is this again? This is the Twins, right? So there was some green in there for the lefties. It was, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, right? He said, "Do I like Jackson Mary today for hits, runs, and RBIs?" I ain't gonna get to that game. Probably gonna get to that game right now. So let me see. So I'm at this game right now. I haven't even gotten to this game, so we can take a quick look at it. Who's on the mound here? We got Gibson and Vasquez, right? So Gibson's been kind of iffy here and there. So I mean, he ain't been doing what I want him to be doing, for the most part. But maybe these guys can get at him, right? Jackson Merrill going to get that Rookie of the Year, boy. Let's see. So he's got a 4.6 ERA at home, 18 bombs, um, 13 of them home runs are on the road. He's been pitching. He's been not been giving up power at home. All right. So he is pitching his worst versus lefties. At home versus lefties, he got a 3.19, 3.19 batting average there. He's actually pitching his worst at home in general. You can see it right there with a 4.6 ERA. Um, Pitches and shit wise, I mean, we can start off looking at the lefties real quick here versus the righty. Slide on over to San Diego here, and right hand pitching. Kyle Gibson, sinker, sweeper, cutter. Come on, man. Man. All right. Jackson Merrill, he's K percentage is down. Gibson don't have a big time K percentage. Peralta looks good. Profile looks good. His K percentage is up a little bit. So I have no choice but to like Jackson Merrill. And then he's a rookie, man. So Jackson Merrill. Jackson Merrill been on one, boy. He's got a 318 batting average versus righties. 222 isolated power. Um, on the road. Oh, you know what? I think he's a little bit better on the road too. Um, That's his best split on the road versus righties. What's this? We got an over under 9 in this spot here. St. Louis, the favorites here. Oh, Randy Vasquez on the mound. Okay. Oh, okay. That's why. Okay. Yeah. Vasquez on the mound. Um, Padres runs are at 4.5 at a minus 111. St. Louis Cardinals at 4.5 at a minus 108. He said, yeah, I'm coming for revenge tonight. Man, I had $100 on the 6 man yesterday, and Otani hurt me bad. Had Soto, Judge, Ram, Ellie, and Witt. Mm. I was on, I was on, I was on profile yesterday. He hit that bomb for me. I cast a round robin, a home run round robin. It was only it was a 3 leg. It was a 4 leg, but uh, one of those guys got voided. Mountcastle got voided. But uh, but it's still cash though. It paid a plus 1,000. Yeah, it paid a plus 1,000. Um, the round robin paid a plus 1,000. I should have bet the plus 800 profile straight. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking about. I lined his ass up. That shit lined up good. Yeah, I like Jackson Merrill. I do. I mean, yeah, I like Jackson Merrill. Jackson Merrill be hitting like fifth or some shit like that. Looking at the righties here. Oh shit, that was a pitch mix for the righties. Let me see. Cutter, changeup, fastball. Shit, I had the wrong pitch mix in there. My fault. Let me see. Cutter, changeup, fastball, sinker, curveball. He threw all this bullshit, man. I mean, yeah. I mean, shit. What? I mean, yeah, man. He all good. His barrel is up on all this shit, man. The fly ball is up, and the K's are down. I couldn't talk you off him a hit. That's all he gonna need. You know, a hit, maybe two, and some one hit and somebody on the bases. Because more than likely he'll be hitting in that fifth slot, so he'll have chances to catch somebody like Profile on base or Reyes on base. You know, and whoever else like Bogarts or Machado. He'll have chances to catch those guys on base. So uh, I guess right, but I do like them. Now the hits, runs, and RBI part. Do I expect runs to be on on traffic to be on this basis? I don't know. Afternoon for it. So sinker, sweeper, cutter. Bogarts, Manny. I mean, I couldn't talk you off his hits, runs, and RBIs. I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't talk you off his hits, runs, and RBIs. Ford liked them Padres tonight, so I couldn't talk you off them hits, runs, and RBIs. I can't, straight up. Um, I'm over here looking at a hit parlay right now. That's all I'm doing right now is probably a hit parlay, and that'll probably be hmm, shit, I don't know. I want to throw Ramirez in there. I'm getting Ramirez and Bobby Witt for a minus 140 right now. I can throw in who's leading off here. I can throw in Salvi. I'm gonna throw in Salvi. I'm just doing a hit parlay here, man. With Salvador Perez and Jose Ramirez at a plus 132. I don't bet on a lot of games. I should take a few. I should take the ass on the money line in here. But I ain't gonna let that money line fuck me up straight up. I ain't, right? I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna bet that. Bobby Witt, Salvador Perez, and Jose Ramirez. I don't mind taking Salvador Perez for RBI. I should just sprinkle on the RBI too. I'm thinking about it. You get one RBI for Salvia at plus 110. So I'm gonna take your favorite bats and mix them. Whit and Jose for game two. Laugh loud, never less with money now. I know, right? Here and there I do. When I find something definite. When I find something definite, nothing's definite, but you know. Where were we? Right. So, yeah, I couldn't talk you off of him, man. I couldn't. Right. St. Louis, the favorites here, man. I'm gonna have to take a look at. Well, we know Vasquez, right? So, this is probably gonna be one of his worst. Let's see, Vasquez. I think he's, a little bit worse on the road here. Let's see here. Splits here. Um, Away 6 ERA on the road. Yeah, the Cleveland bullpen, right? Um, 12 home runs. Lefties. He got 343 batting average on the road. Away versus lefties, he's giving up 382 batting average on the road to lefties and a 311 batting average on the road to righties. Right. So lefties and righties on the road. Um, Look at a quick look at his game log here would be at Pittsburgh give up 3 runs, at Baltimore 6, at Washington he pitched good, at Boston motherfucker pitched good. I probably lost money there. Philly got at him at Philly. Kansas City Royals put up 3 on him. Atlanta put up 3 on him. Right. I probably lost money on that Cubs game too. At the end of the day, so uh, whatever. Right. Hmm. Sometimes he goes out there and pitches good. Sometimes, right? Just looking at the game log here, and this motherfucking St. Louis Cardinals team, sometimes them motherfuckers don't want to put it on, turn it on until the fifth or sixth inning, man. Straight up. So let's take a look, though. Let's take a look. Oh, Vasquez here, St. Louis. Mm. Look at all this shit. All them pitches, man. Fastball, single, curveball, cutter, sweeper, man. All this shit, man. Mm-hmm. Arenado don't strike out anyway. Wilson Contreras got a couple bombs. He's batting 280 versus this flick here. Tommy Pham batting 273 versus this, versus this mix up here. Goldsmith. Mm, a lot of stuff is not as sexy if I wanted it to be, but whatever, right? Fastball, changeup, cutter, curveball, sweeper. Fastball, changeup, cutter, curveball, sweeper. This is not as sexy as I thought it would be or needed it to be. Straight up. Hit a night filter one time. Mm. Go back to the righties. Hit the night filter on that. So when I put the night filter on there, you get a little bit more out of these righties. Get a little bit more mint green. But at the end of the day, um, I don't know. I don't know what to expect here. I don't know what to expect here, man. Straight up, man. We got an over under 9. St. Louis Cardinals favorites here. Lions looks fishy. Vasquez can get his ass tore up. It's a lot of things going on here. I don't know if I'll bet any one of these bets, truth be told. I don't know. Uh, Detroit Tigers and Chicago White Sox, like, I mean, that's one that I'm going to save some time on. I ain't going to lie. Who the fuck is Madden? Like, mm-mm. I'll probably save a little time on that and skip that game. You guys can research that one on your own. Uh, Edward Cabrera, we don't have a picture for the Rockies right now. At least I don't see one on FanDuel. Over here, I don't see none here. But it's Coors, and the Coors bullpen is ass. That's one thing. Now we got Edward Cabrera. Cabrera got that shit, right? I'm on the strikeout side. Now, he could also get his ass torn apart, too, you know. And then, these motherfuckers at home are a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Not his. They the Rockies at home. They get busy at home a lot most of the time. A lot of the times they get busy at home. So he's got 13 home runs. We do know he's got big time K stuff. Uh, right now, his K percentage to righties is higher this season than it is to lefties. Lefties got 21% to righties. He got a 30%, right? Um, on the road versus lefties, 3.6 home runs per nine. This is Coors Field, right? He's getting on two and a half bombs, 2.5 bombs per nine on the road. This is Coors Field, right? You can't, Coors Field. Anybody can hit a bomb out of that motherfucker. So Arizona gave him 2 bombs there. Philly a bomb. San Diego Padres and Atlanta he held them down. They sold. Tampa Bay Rays got him for a bomb. He hasn't pitched that many games though. He at Cincinnati, another small ballpark, 4 bombs. Right? He gave up 4 bombs that game. That was crazy. This was a stretch here, giving up bombs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 game stretch right here. coming out the gate. He's giving up a lot of bombs here. He hasn't been at Colorado, but they had hit a bomb for him in Miami. Let me see who hit that home run. Stallings? No, Sanchez. Right, right. And one of them motherfuckers look good today, and that's probably Berger and him. It's probably him and Berger, right? So, you know what? Let me see something. We don't have a pitcher out. We don't have a pitcher out. I'll look at Colorado. I'll look at Colorado. But this is course. You don't need much research for this shit. Berger. Shit. Um, Berger got to go today. Norby's in the lineup. We're gonna see if he's in the lineup or Xavier. I'd rather Xavier be in the lineup. Norby hit a bomb yesterday, I think. Sanchez, uh, even Brad, right? Uh, and let's see what these Colorado boys look like here. Edward Cabrera. He's got 5 home runs versus lefties and righties from last month, 2 months. Changeup, fastball, curveball, sinker. Changeup, fastball, curveball, sinker. More than likely, if I was betting on one of these guys, it would be a righty. More than likely. Hmm. Talkative got 4 bombs. J. Cave's got 3. It's at the end of the day, it's just gonna be a pick your poison type thing, man. It is what it is. Now, um, somebody's going deep. I ain't gonna lie. Pause, but you know, at the end of but if you think he's gonna go out there and strike these boys out, let me see. How many Ks did he have versus them that game? He had 9 strikeouts in 4 innings versus them. Okay, if you think he's gonna go in there and whiff their ass, you gotta look at his strikeouts, right? It's possible that he can go in there and strike their ass out. His K sitting at 5.5. We know he has K upside, right? Um, his K sitting at 5.5. It's been a few games since Arizona, Philly, and San Diego, 3 tough outings, right? But Atlanta, he gave them 8. Tampa Bay, he gave them 7. Baltimore 6. Um, Last time he went over that number was versus went over 8. So let's see, versus right hand pitching at home. This at home, right? Last 30 days right hand pitching at home. Colorado 27%. Sometimes you just can't trust it, man. On the season at home, Colorado 6th on the season 89%, 89 WRC plus. It can happen, bro. It can happen. You know, he can hit his Ks. He can hit his Ks. I couldn't. If that was a minus 110 or something like that, I wouldn't mind betting it. Here's a guy in Edward Cabrera that can get his Ks and go 4 innings. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of with it though. I'm kind of with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of with it. Um, if you think he can go ballistic, then we can look at some alternate strikeouts for him. Uh, 9 Ks for him is a plus 560. Interesting. Um, Last game here would be Tampa Bay and Seattle. I don't like today. I don't like today. I don't. Tampa Bay and Seattle here. I don't like this game. I don't. Uh, Papoy though. This is what is his strikeouts? 6.5. Bryce Miller's at 6.5. Hmm. Seattle. Fastball, changeup, slider. Now we know the barrel was up on these guys. I say this all the time, right? I don't bet on many of these guys though, but man, the barrel is up on them. Uh, those lefties there, they got some barrels. They be barreling it over there. Let's see, Rayleigh. What's his name? Oh, Pipwood. Okay. Uh, 12 bombs. Um, on the road. 5 bombs. Got good K stuff, 27 and 25 to lefties and righties. On the road, 29 and 23. That's pretty good there. I can't complain. That's why I went straight to the strikeouts because I already know it's probably going to be a strikeout game here. Seattle. Last time he faced them, he gave them 8. That was back in June, though. So this is his third start back. His third start. Last start, he went 6 innings, 5 Ks. Versus right-hand pitching last 30 days. We can take a look at Seattle, and they are 5th with a 112 WRC plus, meaning they've been hitting and striking out last 14 days. Seattle, 10th, 24%, 94 WRC plus. Last week, 15th. Hmm. Well, boy. Hmm. Hmm. So versus this pitch mix, Rayleigh, Rayleigh looks good. We'll strike out. We know these guys will strike out. We know that. But if you think about somebody that can get a hold to one, Rayleigh could. Polanco, he's loading with that 52 fly ball with, and that 40% K rate. Shit. Polanco is waiting in the rafters with one, right? Cal Raleigh, whatever, man. What, these guys, I have to look a little bit more into these guys, but um, it's possible. It's possible for him to get out there and get them Ks, right? And they got his number juiced up, right? 130 for 7 Ks. Like they got him doing some damage, man. He might be doing some damage. Bryce Miller, on the other hand, Bryce, he's been phenomenal at home. 18 home runs, 14 of them for lefties. Um, 3 home runs at home versus lefties. But he's been phenomenal at home. Um, uh, Home versus lefties 187. Home versus righties 188. He's been great at home. He's been good at home. So one thing I could do here is let me see something. I'll pull that up here and then nope, I'm not pull that up there. I'm going to pull this right here. Check out some of this here. No one's first innings. Just to see what's been going on lately, right? So we will take a look at Tampa Bay and this game here. So Bryce, the last 2 months, round per point has been 50% to this number. And on a 2 game first runs streak, Miller is 8-1 to this record and hasn't given up a run in the first inning in the last 3 games, just in case you were wondering. Okay? Because I know somebody out there thinking like, what about a no one's first inning? Well, there you go right there. So, yeah, Miller's been good at home. He's been good at home, right? Hmm. Let me get a K rate out you. 21% to lefties, 26% to righties. Home K rate 30% to lefties, 27% to righties. Let's take a look at the pitch mix and if they're striking out versus this shit. Oh, I didn't look at the righties over here though. Let's see. Let me slide over to the righties here. Fastball, slider, changeup. Same old shit. All these strikeouts, right? All these strikeouts. So whatever, right? Now let's look at Tampa Bay. We'll take a look at Tampa Bay's righties. Not anything that really stands out to me. I'm not gonna bet on either one of these. I mean, I probably won't end up betting on either one of these batters. Maybe I might sprinkle on a home run or something later on, depending on how my day's going. Today's look like it's gonna be a lighter day, a light day for me. Not a lot that I like here. I'm not gonna force anything either. Looking at these lefties, fastball, splitter, knuckle curve. So Josh Lowe seems to like this pitch mix here. Uh, Brandon Lowe, he's batting 273 versus it. Um, I still I'm still not betting. I'm still not betting on him. Okay, I'm still not betting on him. Right? I'm gonna just throw that out there. So it basically looks like today it looks like not one of my favorite days. I'm gonna say that, right? So um, not one of my favorite days. So I will probably take Billy over strikeouts down. I'm gonna do a little something on ESPN bet. Um, Prize Picks might look at some fantasy scores for some of these pitchers. You know, that's where I'm at, right? Not a big time day for me. I forgot who was playing, but let's see. It's not one of those big time days for me. I'm not gonna downgrade today because uh, you never know when your time is coming. You know what I'm saying? But the Chicago Cubs look good to me, man. Most of the bats we went over them. Uh, Man, Amaya, Suzuki, Bellinger, Happ, a few other Bush. You know what I'm saying? Um, Cruz, Grandal, if he's in the lineup. Um, this second game, we just looked at it and I fucking forgot, and I didn't even write anything down. Um, we know these two pitchers, they're not going that far. Damn, not just look at this shit, man. I know y'all remember. Uh, Here, Yainer Diaz, and if you want to look for somebody for a bomb here, you'll look for Schwarber. I wouldn't look at him for anything else outside of a bomb. His averages are down. His power numbers are up. Jazz, all these boys, man. Judge, Stanton, Soto, Jazz. I'm looking at Jazz hits, runs, and RBIs here. I'm looking at Jazz hits, runs, and RBIs, and I'm looking at Stanton. Stanton is one of the guys that more likely to get pitched to. I feel. If they keep pitching to these guys, though, what the fuck? You keep pitching to them, they're gonna keep smacking your ass. But I understand. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a choice. But like I always say, you can also look at runs and stuff like that. If you just you can look at runs. Uh, you can get a run. You can probably get a run from Judge and Soto. They're probably plus money. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. Whatever, right? So, um, Jazz, Stanton, probably be hitting that cleanup. See if Stanton's in the lineup. See if he's not in the lineup, right? And we'll figure it out from there. Jazz more than likely will probably be in that 5 hole, and you know, his runs and RBIs. I'm fine with that with him. Um, at least a hit. The Red Sox lefties for sure in this game, and Kirk and Vladdy. Make sure you see who's in the lineup because this is the second game. So that's why I don't fuck with them double headers like that. Because now you gotta be careful because now the pitcher is to be determined. It was Pavetta right there, so you know you gotta be watching out. Them double headers are tricky. Uh, so though I liked those guys if Pavetta was pitching. Ober, I'm gonna use that 16 and a half as a parlay piece right here. 17 and a half as a parlay piece. I'm gonna pair it with something. I might have to pair that shit up on ESPN. Um, I don't know what's going on here, man. I don't, man. I do like Jackson Merrill though. Excuse me. And like I said, Vasquez, he's getting up a 300 or better batting average on the road, right, to lefties and righties. I might have to go back and, and squeeze something out of this White Sox game, maybe. I'll look at that while I'm at work. It scores here. It scores. It scores. It scores. It scores. If you're feeling froggy, you can take the strikeouts for Cabrera, and you can ladder him. I wouldn't care. If you're just looking for a gamble and you want to put a few bucks on it, we got an over under 10.5 here, right? And some shape or form of what I'm gonna end up doing is like some type of bankroll builder, a plus 100, like alternate strikeouts for Pepway and Miller, maybe Cabrera. You know, try to mix some of that shit together. You know what I'm saying? And get me a plus 100 or maybe a plus 200. I'm not going to be greedy today. Um, I mean, it's hard for me to figure out the top bats, and it gets that way sometimes, right? Vladdy and Kirk looked real good. Now they fucking with the pitching. So, you know, this is going to be a light day for me, you know. But you know, shit. I gotta refresh my memory on that second game for that Kansas City game because I know it's gems there. I like that game for some reason. It was some gems there. What do I have over here? Cubs 4.5 team total. Over pitching outs. Red Sox um, team total. Those are leans, right? And I can also come over there and alter those team totals down to 2.5s and 3.5s as well. But yeah, today it's going to be an alter day. It's probably going to be an alter day for me in trying to hit some bankroll builders, you know. And I might have to start doing that a little bit more often, a little bit more bankroll builders because you know I got to scoot some time over for NFL. Hope you guys got your NFL drafts in. You know what I'm saying? Hope you guys get your NFL drafts in. Prize picks. Was going to take a quick drive by on prize picks here because I'm probably going to new member offer. Play $5, get $50 instantly. I like that. Apply. How can I be a new member again? I hope they redid this site so it don't be so damn laggy. Pitching outs. Let's see what we got here. Pepway, interesting. Mitchell Parker, 15.5. Miss Keller, 17.5. Bailey Ober, 17.5. A demon for Bailey Ober. I don't mind taking Ozuna or Archer for a bomb. I mean Ozuna or Olsen. Since I say Archer, why should you get a bomb? But Ozuna and Olsen. Okay, I don't mind either one of those guys for a home run. Bryce Miller. Hmm. Maybe I might come out with some Bryce Miller outs. Maybe maybe I might do a 6 pick goblin or some shit, man. Let's see over here. Mm, what about the strikeouts here? Edward Cabrera. I'll probably put Pepway in there. Um, 3. I still think Edward Cabrera can get 5 Ks. Um, Walks be they be demons. Hmm. Maybe a hit run an RBI, something like that, or a straight hit, man. Let's see. For a goblin or something like that. This motherfucker glitching like a motherfucker, man. All right. Let's see. De La Cruz, Bellinger, um, Hap, um, Michael Bush, O'Neal Cruz, Seiya Suzuki, um, Ian Diaz, Judge, Jazz. These lefties, Boston lefties. Yeah, so if I'm just doing a little demon or something like that, uh, I would probably just go take a hit or something over here, man. Just a little goblin. I've seen a few up here that I wouldn't mind going to. Let me see. Um, Maybe a Hap and nope, 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 nope. Maybe a Hap and Suzuki. A Maya not on there. Maybe for a demon or something like that. I mean a goblin play. Maybe for a goblin play, something like that. There we got Mero as a goblin. My shit glitches out. I typed the word. I typed Mero in 5 minutes ago, man. It's still sitting there looking stupid. Oh, he's at a goblin for his hits, runs, and RBIs. Shit. If that's the case, then I would just take his total bases, man, at um, as total bases as a goblin, or hits as a goblin. Prospects be on that bullshit, don't they? His RBI is not out of the question either. So yeah, I'm probably gonna sprinkle on this 17 and a half outs for him. Uh, for Miller, Bailey over. Um, 17 and a half pitching outs. Pipoy, 5.5 strikeouts. Um, Cabrera, 4.5 strikeouts. Um, a hit for Happen Suzuki, something like that, man. You know, just to be fucking around with, right? I ain't, I ain't betting a lot today. I'm not. Yeah. Home runs here. Hmm. The only thing I don't like is when you take total bases and they get walked. I know, right? I know. Atlanta Braves. Boy. Let me take this down real fast. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm definitely going burger today. Plus 300 at course. And for a round robin here, I ain't even gonna lie. I think Ozuna can take Buddy ass deep. I'm still torn between Olsen and Ozuna, but I'm gonna look at Ozuna today, right? One of these Boston motherfuckers. I'm gonna have to come back to that one. I'm going to want to see who's gonna be in these lineups because when you do, you gotta make sure these motherfuckers in the lineup on FanDuel. Otherwise, if they not and they pinch hit, they count it, right? Um, if I had to take anybody from a bomb this game, it would be Schwarber. Even though his numbers are down, it would be Schwarber. I forgot about this game, and probably rack up Hap. I mean, man, it's so hard to. It probably would be Hap though. O'Neal Cruz is in play. These Cubs, man, all these guys is plus 400, man, straight up. Cruz is 290, like they know. I got Cruz written down, like they know he about to hit a cruise missile. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I got Cruz written down though. And look at this, we're in the second. Well, we're in the second. They're getting hits, I guess, whatever, right? I forgot who the fuck I wanted to go to in this Kansas City game here. Um, I forgot. I forgot. Mm. But you know what though? I don't. I do a lot of. I do. When I do five mans. And I round robin by threes. Sometimes I'll do. Sometimes I'll do a 7 man or an 8 man and round robin by fours. That should be like, man, that round robins be a lot, boy. Man, round robins be a lot. But you gotta be what you say, hit one. Oh, who win? Who win? Said somebody hit one? Sure. Nick Chubb will miss at least the first 4 games. Cleveland got them bases jacked, bases loaded. I don't know, man. We'll see. I'm gonna post it though. I'm gonna go ahead and on a limb and say, Gainer Diaz. I don't mind him. Okay, Ozuna. Okay. I want to see who's in this lineup here. I want to see who's in this lineup. Parker's got 16 home runs, 15 to righties. More than likely, I mean, I can look at Stanton if he go out there scary pitching. I can look at Stanton. Devers been cooking. Berrios giving up bombs. Need to figure out who the fuck I want from here. You know, I don't hit a lot of home run parlays. Maybe I should start doing threes and looking a little bit longer. But uh, I'm not good at that. It's a lot of people that's good at that shit. I'm not. I think Stanton. I think it's Stanton. I think Stanton. What numbers will I get for Stanton right now? 300s, 200s. But you know what though? Plus 700 for Jazz. If I play that motherfucker, I'm playing it on the side, right? I'm probably gonna have to sprinkle on it. $10, $5. Might have to sprinkle on that, right? On Jazz. I think Jazz can go today. Jazz, I'm gonna have to put Jazz up there. I think Jazz can go today, bro. Um, I think Jazz can go today. What is this? Hits, runs, and RBIs. I gotta take my laptop, my personal laptop, to work because they blocked out my gambling research sites. I went on that motherfucker Friday, like, it was like, companies won't let you go to this website. I'm like, damn. Jazz at minus 115. I'll play it there. They give you some decent numbers over here on with these hits, runs, and RBIs. Um, over here, DraftKings, what we got? Jazz minus 120 over here. So and then over here, like I might end up doing a parlay over here that's going to consist of um they still got Nick Pavetta out there. Let me see. Billy Obear, maybe. Max Fried, his pitching outs is at 17 half at minus 240. Is they got him really hitting that shit like that? Hmm, he might. I need to look more into that. I didn't. I didn't look into that. Max Fried, Bryce Miller at home. Mm, 17 and a half. That's plus money right there for Bryce Miller and Billy Obear. Um, hmm. Might do a little laundry list. Um, what else do I got here? I might just stick with that at a plus 137 and don't be greedy. Smack that around, maybe. I'm gonna play that right there. Bailey Ober and Bryce Miller pitching out at plus 137, right? So, all right, I'm gonna get out of here, man. Remember, I'm gonna look and see who's in that New York game. More than likely, I'm gonna put these three guys in there. Might go five, might go 4 or 5. And I might throw Stanton in there, and I might man, it's candidates though. I mean, you got plenty of candidates. You know, don't get it twisted. Don't know who's gonna go in this Minnesota game on the Minnesota side. Ozuna, I'm gonna roll with Ozuna though with the high ass K rate, man. I'm gonna roll with him though, man. Straight up. Oh shit! All right, man. Peace out, y'all. I'm out of here, fam. It's a wrap.